Hey guys, so Black Panther is out and I just saw it, and now I'm about to review it and tell you how it is. What are you doing?
I'm here to do the review.
But you're white.
Oh, so that means I can't be in.
This is Black Panther.
Oh.
Get out!
My bad. I'm
You
wrong.
racist.
I'm sorry.
I have seen gods fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky.
Yeah.
But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding?
Hold up. Let's go.
So tell me, just give me like a brief, like not recap, but just tell me kind of like what you thought of the movie.
I thought it was good.
Good?
Like, yeah, I thought it had very good shots in it. Like,
It did
very
have some good
scenes.
cinematography in it.
Fight scenes were a bit iffy, just because I couldn't see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that. Overall, though, I thought it was very good. I thought the plot was very good. I thought the plot was very good. I don't know about you, but I thought it was very good.
I thought it was fun.
I-
For what it was, I thought it was
Was
fun.
very interested the whole movie, which most Marvel movies I have in-betweeners, like beginning's really good, end's really good, middle is kind of iffy, but I was interested through the whole movie. Most of the characters are great. The cast is pretty great.
Where would you rank this in the MCU films? Would this be like one of your favorites?
It's not top 5, I would say. It's probably in the middle of the pack. Middle of the pack. It's not the bottom.
Middle?
Middle of the pack.
But I thought Black Panther was good. I thought it was just good. It was a little disappointing for me, just as a Black Panther fan. You know, Black Panther's like one of my favorite.
I said this earlier.
heroes.
You will heavily criticize this just because you're
I'm a big fan of Black Panther, and I've been waiting for this movie for like 10 years, and it's finally out, and it's good. It's not, you know, Justice League where it like ruins Batman.
There's no mustaches
like-
being taken off in this movie.
There might have been a couple, but I pretty much agree with you with everything, except I kind of thought at the beginning it was kind of not slow, but I just wasn't really into it as much as I was. It's like once Killmonger once him and Black Panther had that fight, I was like in it. I was like, this is it.
I'll agree
Before
with
that,
you.
I was like, this is kind of like it's kind of slow and kind of not really doing it for me.
I thought everybody was great except for the sister, like you said.
Yeah, I thought everyone was great. The sister
felt like she was overly acting.
She plays the sister is Shuri. I don't know who the actress's name, but she was so annoying. I don't understand the need that Marvel feels like they have to have, like they have like a checklist and they're just checking like, okay, we have humor, okay, we have blah blah blah. Her only purpose in this was to tell jokes and dated references. Like, what are those? That is already a dated reference.
I felt like she overly acted in some parts, like she tried just way
Yeah,
too
she
hard.
was actively trying to be funny, and the theater was laughing, and I was just sitting there. If you saw me in the theater, I was just like, oh my fuck.
I literally laughed at only one joke, and it wasn't even.
I laughed a couple times, but it wasn't at anything she said. Ever.
Chadwick Boseman.
He was
great.
Fantastic.
Like,
I wanted him to be Black Panther. Like, you know, like I remember telling you, like,
whenever I saw Civil
wanted Chadwick
War,
Boseman
I didn't know who
as-
Chadwick Boseman was before Civil War.
I remember
I
I saw him in 42, and then from that I was like, I want him as Black Panther.
But when I saw him in Civil War, I was like, he's perfect.
He's perfect.
Like,
He is perfect as T'Challa, and he was my. I mean, anyone could really play T'Challa. I mean, it's not like a difficult role.
He's got the voice.
He's got the swagger. He's got the voice.
Swagger.
He's got that likable, you know, quality. Like
He
fits.
seems like he's a leader in that movie too.
Yeah,
he
he's
legit
a leader.
seems like he's a leader.
He's not like an asshole, but he's not like he's you know.
I still think the best person though was Andy Serkis.
Oh my god, we didn't even talk about Andy Serkis.
I know. I just thought of it too.
Andy Serkis is fantastic. In this.
He
I
had the
love
time
Andy
of his
Serkis.
life in that movie.
He was having he was cheesing it up and just having so much fun.
I loved him in
loved
this
it.
movie.
And they kill him off
I know. I wish they
like
did.
halfway through, and I'm like,
It wasn't even half. It was probably a fourth of the movie.
it was pretty early on, and it's like it would have been better if maybe they showed Killmonger at the art thing and then just had Claw do it, and then maybe in the sequel have Killmonger come back. Like, just set him up and then have Claw do his thing.
I really loved Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger.
He was great.
I think they should have kept Claw for Black Panther 2, kept him alive or something.
Maybe, yeah. One of them. Because Andy Serkis was great. I love Andy Serkis.
And he dies in every franchise
He's fantastic.
he's in.
He's dead in Star Wars, apes and now Marvel. And then like Lupita Nyong'o and the bald lady, what's her name in Walking Dead? Michonne. Like they kind of do stuff, which is cool. Like Michonne is badass.
I know. I love her in this movie.
Lupita Nyong'o, she could have did a little more. She does some stuff, but she could have did a little more. Let's talk a little about the action. I thought the action was fine
When it was lit
when I could see it. Because
I'm not saying it wasn't lit properly. It's just
it wasn't.
always nighttime.
It wasn't. The first action scene, when he's at the very beginning of the movie, it's so dark. Like you, not only do you have black people,
but he's wearing a black suit.
He's in a black suit and it's like pitch black. I couldn't see anything.
I understand he's like trying to be stealth.
Like I get
in
it,
the beginning,
turn
but
up the
I'm
lights
like,
a little bit.
I want to be able to
like,
see the action.
Maybe you know what would have been cool if I don't know, this would probably look odd in a movie, but it would look cool for a fight scene if the lights on the cars were like shining on them and they just kind of locked the camera down and just had a wide of him just like taking out people in the beams of light. Like that could be dope. That would look beautiful. But they didn't do that. It was just dark. And then the second fight when he's like chasing down Claw, I thought that was a fun chase sequence.
Yes.
I thought that was really good.
Like I said earlier, I love the music when that chase.
Yeah, the music was cool. It kind of reminded me of the Civil War chase with Black Panther.
Yes.
Black Panther loves getting in chase scenes.
That gives me chills every time I watch it.
What, the Civil War?
The Civil War where he's like
that's a great
they're chasing
chase
each other, Cap.
That's a great chase scene.
Gives me chills.
It was really great, but again, it was so dark. Black Panther does stuff during the day. He's not Batman. Like he'll do stuff during the day. He can come out during the day. I want to see him. Yeah, like
the suit looked good too. It's not like the suit looked bad.
I thought all the fights with Black Panther, like the challenges, I thought those were kind of cool.
I thought those were good.
Even though they kept giving him fucking weapons, and it's like T'Challa is best
hand-to-hand
when
guy.
he's hand to hand. Because you saw like the second he dropped the weapon
when he was
fighting M'Baku.
He
He immediately was just like punching him and just like getting his ass handed to him. And I was like, stop handing him weapons, just have a fist fight. Clearly, he's not like...
Michael B. Jordan still kicked his ass.
because he had weapons. If it was a hand-to-hand fight, T'Challa would have whooped
You think
him.
so?
Yes. Because he whooped him at the end, and that was a hand-to-hand fight.
I mean, there was one sword.
That was Michael B. Jordan had that sword, though.
True.
T'Challa didn't have that sword.
A little cheater.
And then T'Challa turned it around and stabbed him with his own spear.
That was very bad.
Dope.
It was bad. They even say it in the movie.
Yeah, he's like that. He's like, that's a badass move. And then the final action scene it was a pretty long one. It started above ground and then it went underground in that little like lab between him and Killmonger. And I really like Killmonger. Killmonger was a good villain.
He was a good villain.
I like Michael B. Jordan.
Even though everybody hated that he had the same powers as a superhero.
That's fine. That's what comics are.
I know, but he was still a great villain.
Like every now and then it gets a little annoying.
He had good motives, unlike some MCU villains.
It was simple. It was simple. Like we understood it. It was like, all right, I get it.
I think the story behind it just makes it better.
Let's talk about that moment with Michael B. Jordan and his dad.
Oh,
that was a really great scene.
Which one? The one where he's going in the spirit world?
In the spirit world. Like that was a great because there was no music. It was
like
quiet,
dead silent almost.
And it was just they were having like an interesting conversation. I love in movies like this where it's just two characters having a talk about something and it's great.
You know what? It makes his motives more clear.
And you could tell like he's just like a damaged kid, basically. And I love how it went from him being a kid to him now because it shows that he's still kind of a kid in a way. Like he
still misses his dad.
He cares about his dad. That's his whole thing overall. It's just like I'm angry at you. You killed my dad. It was really weird to have the Human Torch in this and not have him, light on fire once. I thought that was a really interesting choice.
Yeah.
And he was the only member of the Fantastic Four.
I know. I was waiting for Miles Teller.
I was waiting for the other. Yeah, I was like, "Where's Mr. Fantastic? Where's his thing? Because Black Panther he's like friends with the Fantastic Four. So I was like, okay, this makes sense.
I know.
It was really interesting that they didn't do that.
Michael B. Jordan, I don't know, he just wasn't feeling.
I guess he just didn't want to be set on fire on set. I guess.
Because that's how they do it.
That is how they do it.
They just put him in a suit and just.
No, they don't even put him in a suit. They just light him on fire.
That's racist. You saying he used to be white?
Yes.
Let's talk about Forrest Whitaker. And the fact he's in
like,
Star
30
Wars,
minutes of
he's
that
in
movie?
he's in the Star Wars universe and the Marvel universe, and he fucking dies. And it's just funny that he's in these big movies and these big franchises and then he dies.
I feel like he gets tired maybe on set and he's just like, I can't do it anymore. Just kill me off. Or
Why
something.
be in the movie?
I don't know. I mean, he
He didn't do anything in Star Wars.
yeah, he
didn't do
breathed through that little mask.
Yeah, and he walked around with a cane. He had a cane.
He was the laziest person probably in that movie.
Probably. He was probably.
He literally just didn't want to leave, and that's why he died.
And then in this, he didn't do anything. So I guess he just likes to.
He had an emotional scene in the when they talked about his dad, Black Panther's dad, in the past. I mean, that was a little emotional. Do you think this is Marvel's most serious film they've ever done?
No, I still think Winter Soldier is probably the most serious because Winter Soldier has like zero humor in it.
Yeah.
This would be because there are moments in this where it is like dead serious, but it's all the forced humor and all the dumb jokes that they keep just shoving.
Okay,
in these
if they
movies.
would've-
Every movie they put out last year was like a comedy.
We got Guardians, Spider-Man, and
So I'm
Thor.
getting really sick of it. Like change it up a little.
Guardians, you should have saw coming.
Bit. Well, Guardians I'm fine with.
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man I'm fine with.
But
Thor
you-
does not need to be a comedy.
it was good though.
No, it wasn't.
I loved Thor.
Thor did not need to be a
Thor's
comedy.
in my
And
top
this,
5.
this shouldn't be a comedy. I don't know why they feel the need to force jokes in it. Shuri was so annoying and stupid. And again, the references, they reference that what are those Vine? Which is like,
yeah, that was
that was like
unnecessary.
2 years ago. Like nobody's talked about that in like 2 years. And they also reference Willow Smith with my hair back and forth. Like, when was this movie made? Like,
They took some references.
these are already dated references, and this movie just came out. And it's just like, it didn't need that.
I really was not. I didn't see the what are those coming. Didn't see
I
that
didn't
coming
either,
at
but
all.
when it came, they have a dedicated shot of his feet, and then she goes, "What are those?" And I'm like,
But I mean, then she talks about the new shoes she developed, but that has nothing to do with anything else.
she didn't have to say that. She could have just said, "Yo, look at these new shoes I made."
Do
She
you
didn't have
think?
to say, "What are those?"
Do you think if you take the sister out of that movie, the movie would have been better?
Yes.
What about the fake out death? How would you feel about that?
That shit needs to stop. Like, were you really on the edge of your seat when you thought T'Challa, the main character who we know is going to be in Infinity War, was dead?
Apparently Dylan was like, I thought it was gonna happen.
Dylan's an idiot.
It's kind of like a nice little Asian experience.
Like, I was just like, this is like Superman, or like in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, when like it looks like the Invisible Girl's dead, and then she just comes
This
back like
is
a second ago. I'm like, this shit
This
needs
is like
to stop.
3/4 through the
This
movie.
needs to stop. They've done this in like almost every Marvel movie. This shit needs to stop.
It happened 3/4 through the movie, and you really thought they were gonna kill the main character.
Yeah, I'm like, if
The
you
movie's
think
not
that
over.
you're a dumbass. Like,
Plus, if you watch
they
the
kill him in his first solo movie.
and if you watch the Infinity War trailer, you see his
He's in
face.
it. He's in it.
He says
He
words
says
to the
things,
camera.
and he's in the shots. Like, he's in it. Like, they need to stop doing that. Like, I understand you need something for the other characters to do, but maybe have Black Panther go off and like go rogue or something, and maybe he just like
Have him
disappears
actually,
or something.
Have him actually get beat in the challenge, and then he's so depressed about it, he just leaves. For a
Yeah,
little
have it just be like he has to like regain his thing. He doesn't need to die
Yeah.
or die.
Maybe they want him to have him talk to his dad. I don't know. Okay, I thought about this thing. How did you feel about Wakanda? Like how it looked and how
I thought it looked a little too fake.
a little too fake.
A little too fake. For
I
me.
feel like it looked a little too futuristic.
Well, that's what Wakanda looks like.
I know, but like it looked
Wakanda's
too,
supposed to be like a future
it
city.
looked too big. That's how I.
Too big, maybe a little too big. But to me, it's just like everything was CG. Like I understand it's a future city,
Yeah.
but like everything.
I mean, when they're
was
on the
CG.
ground, like the buildings.
On the ground
are,
look
but
fine.
like when they're flying around.
But yeah, like that ship didn't look real at all. That they were constantly flying around in, like that looked fake.
But
The
okay.
underground like lab thing looked fake.
Oh yeah, that was the fakest
That,
thing.
like,
That was
like
fake. You
they're
can
in
tell.
green screen right now.
Yeah.
But again, I think what holds this movie up is Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, yeah.
He is
You can't-
by far, he's probably the best cast in any Marvel movie. I know people will probably say Robert Downey Jr., but to me it's
I'm still
Chadwick
Robert
Boseman.
Downey Jr., but Chadwick Boseman is great.
Because he's who I wanted to play Black Panther, and he's Black Panther, and every time we see him, there's a couple scenes where he's just like that one shot when they go to the casino or whatever, and he just walks in. He's got like the swagger, he's got like the look, you know, he's got that like royal like. I'm like, that's T'Challa. Like there's so many. Like if I bought this on Blu-ray and I watched it, there were so many shots that
What
I
do you
could
mean,
just.
if you're gonna buy?
I'm going to, but there are so many shots that like I could just freeze frame of T'Challa and Black Panther, and I could just use that as like wallpaper and be like, "Yo, that's Black Panther." Like it was just so great.
How'd you feel about the after credit scenes?
I thought the first one should have just been the end of the movie in my opinion.
I don't know why that was an after credit scene.
Like,
I thought it would have been the end.
It was very simple. He was
I'm
just
pretty
like,
sure part of the lines are in the trailer too.
probably. He was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna share Wakanda's tech with everyone." There you go. Like that could have been
There
the
you
end.
go.
I like how the movie did end though. When he was like, "Who are you?" and he just smiled.
Yeah.
That was a cool way to end it. I do like the Bucky after credit scene though. It's very
Still-
simple, but I like
don't
it.
understand why he's awake.
They unfroze him
I don't know why though.
because the war's coming.
But they don't know that. If there was like a big spaceship coming down at the end, I'd understand.
I don't know, maybe they need him for something.
They'll probably explain it.
In Infinity War, will probably start with him. Just be like, "Why am I here?" And then they'll say it. I thought this movie was just good. As a Black Panther fan, it was a little disappointing, but I think this is a good point, much like Winter Soldier, where it's like if you know nothing about the character, if you aren't a fan of the character, I think this would be a great film for someone to get into and learn about who Black
Oh
Panther
yeah.
is.
Like
Because-
somebody who has no idea about Black Panther,
because
it would be a good film.
It gets Black Panther
It'd be really good.
right. Like this is Black Panther as he should be in the movies. And honestly, this is kind of the only thing they could have really done. Like as I was watching, I was like, what else like could this movie have done?
What other story could
Yeah, I was
they
like,
do?
what else could they have done? I was like,
Well,
this is kind of it.
If they do a Black Panther 2, how would you do that?
Well, Black Panther, but I mean like for like a beginning.
Oh, for
This
a
is like the
beginning.
only thing they really could have done.
Well, if they do, they probably will.
In the
do a
sequel,
Black
I want to see Storm.
You want to see? Because that would be after Avengers 4.
Yeah, I want to see Storm in the sequel. But they could do anything for the sequel. I just want more Black Panther.
I'm sure
doing Black
it'll
Panther
probably go Spider-Man 2, Guardians 3, then Black Panther 2. I'm gonna guess.
Probably, yeah.
In that order, or maybe Doctor Strange 2. But
But you know, like I thought it was good. The action scenes could have been shot a little better.
I've seen better action scenes in Marvel.
Some of the CG looked a little fakey. The humor is just unbearable. Like there were moments where I was like, just like stop. Like I was just doing this, just like stop. So I mean, if hopefully the sequel can kind of improve on a lot of this stuff and make a better Black Panther movie.
If we get a sequel, I'm sure we're gonna
get a sequel.
This
This movie's gonna make
This
$1
movie's already made
billion.
Yeah, crap ton of money. So.
But I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good kind of, not entry point because we saw Black Panther in Civil War, but I thought it was a good solo Black Panther movie.
Is this
for his
even-
first movie?
Is this even an origin movie? I guess not. Because it's not really the origin of Black Panther.
Not really. I mean, they touch on it a little bit, but it's more about T'Challa kind of finding out who he is. And
Yeah.
so, I would recommend go seeing Panther Black. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely.
You would?
Even though it's not in my top 5, but yeah, I would definitely go.
It's a good movie.
recommend it.
It's really good. So go see it.
Or don't.
And again, your opinion is irrelevant because you're white.
Damn it, why have I been here so long?
I don't know.
I'm not even here, I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Oh my god.
Just been talking to nobody. Do you think all the black things that were said before the movie, like this is gonna be all black people, nobody else can go see it type thing?
That
Do you
shit-
think that was huge in the impact of the movie? You think it was like if you made these white characters, it would have been worse? Like,
What?